I just want to share with you briefly that I am completing day 9 of the Medical Medium's 369 Original Cleanse. Okay, this is the second time that I've done this cleanse. I did the first one in June, and then I've done another one here in September. It'll probably be like a quarterly thing. And I actually had never done a cleanse before. So I've been a vegetarian for 25 plus years, and I have, I have been careful about my diet. I have been conscious of the vibration of my food and all of this, but I had never really done an actual cleanse. And I turned 50 this year, and just like everybody else who's aging, I noticed some of the things that happen when we age that we don't like, that none of us like. The weight gain, the inflammation, the sore joints, grogginess, sluggishness, all of this. And, it came to me very clearly that I needed to do a cleanse. And so I happened to have a client who is a cleanse expert. And so I asked her about it, and she's the one that turned me on to Anthony William and the Medical Medium way of life. And it is a way of life. Our food is a way of life. And it's a very big choice that we make every day, what we're going to eat and how much in control of our behavior, our sense organ, this one being the sense taste, the taste sense, how in control that taste sense is of our lives and of our decision making. And so in terms of my yoga practice, this is very, very relevant and very much a part of my yoga practice. So our senses control a lot of our behavior. Our desire, the Kundalini's desire for sense gratification is overwhelming. And when it comes down to it, food is usually the last thing that we are able to get control of. The taste sense, it's so powerful. The tongue wants that taste to experience and to feel fulfilled by that taste, no matter what is going to happen to the body that then has to deal with that food that the tongue just enjoyed the taste of, but the body is not going to enjoy the process of digesting and attempting to utilize for energy. So this is a celery juice based cleanse. There's celery juice every day, and you're going to need at least one bundle of celery for the juice each day. And this is something you have to plan for. It's something that you have to prepare for. You have to get ready for it. You have to think about it. You have to get ready for it and plan it out, know when you're going to start, know when you're going to pick up your groceries. And then you start getting into a routine in terms of like how you wash your celery and your other fruits, where the stuff is that you're going to use to wash the stuff, how you're going to clean your juicer, what you're going to juice, what you're going to save for later. You establish your own routine, and the thing becomes easy and quite simple. It might seem like it's complicated to do a cleanse, but it really isn't. It can at first seem like, oh, whoa, I have to plan this, I have to know what I'm doing, I have to be conscious of every single thing that I have in my refrigerator and what's on my grocery list. Yeah, it's going to take some effort, but it is well worth it. Okay, it's helped me. So the first one I did was in June. I lost 11 pounds in 9 days, and I wanted to do that. I wanted to get weight off of my body because I knew that it was flaming up inflammation and doing all of the things to us that extra weight on the body does. So I wanted to get that off. I also wanted to cleanse my liver. And I have this other book too. The Medical Medium has several books, many books, and this one is the Liver Rescue book. And really, it has just been so wonderful to read about this and to read about the wonders of what our livers do for us so quietly, so behind the scenes, constantly, all the time. We are dependent on our liver. All of our other organs are dependent on what the liver does. And so this cleanse gives the liver a break. It's a 9-day cleanse. It's divided into 3-day segments, 3, 6, and 9. And the liver is being prepped for relaxation and to be able to clean out toxins that it's been holding on to, because it cannot get to them. It has to store them in itself, because it doesn't ever have time to do this work like a person who's overworked in an office and has all these files over here they can't get to because people won't stop coming in the door and asking them questions. And so the liver constantly has to work on basically breaking down the fats that we eat. All the different kinds of fats, good and bad, that we eat, the liver has to spend all of its time processing this stuff. It also does a myriad of other things that it's trying to do. But it's also got these toxins that it has singled out from our food and environmental toxins and things we drink, all the things that we do. The liver is filtering it all out, and it'll put toxins aside, it'll put a little membrane around them, it'll put them aside, and it'll wait until it ever, if it ever gets a chance to deal with that, to do what it needs to do with that toxin to get it to go out of the body. So that's what this cleanse does. It gives the liver a big break. It does all kinds of other things that I can't even get into. It's just endless knowledge with this medical medium stuff. So I would like to encourage you, if you're stuck like I was stuck in the intermittent fasting and high protein. I'm a vegetarian, so no meat proteins, but high protein in terms of nuts, avocados, some dairy, and I was getting nowhere with this. And that's fine. It can work for some people, but for other people, it's the fruits. That's where it's at. That's what's going to keep your body and the mind the healthiest. So we just have to figure it out for ourselves how we are going to manage our diet and manage the sense of taste and not let it control us. And this is one of the great ways to get up over on it, is to do a cleanse, because you're consuming, you're not hungry. I actually have to cut down some of the portions on the smoothies and stuff and the amount of salad. I actually have to cut the portions down a little bit because it's too much. So you're consuming quite a bit during this cleanse, but the weight is shedding, the liver is relaxing, the body is becoming more vibrant, it's got more energy, it's not being taxed by all of this fat that's going into the body and that it has to deal with and has to store away somewhere. So anyway, if you have any questions or comments, let me know. If you've done the medical medium cleanses, it'd be great to hear from you and what your experience was. It's been a good experience, both of these cleanses. I'll do another one soon, and I hope it's another good experience, and it'll probably just be something that I regularly do. And these books also have a lot of recipes, and so when you're off of the cleanse, you can kind of stay close to the cleanse by utilizing the recipes that Anthony William has, just so beautifully included in these incredibly important books. So if nothing else, even if you don't want to do the cleanse, you might want to listen to some of the things that Anthony has to say, because it is a special story, and he's a special person, and it's a special way that he receives this information. He's not a doctor. He is a medium. So Anthony William, medical medium. I'm on day 9 of the 9-day 369 original cleanse, and it's been great. It's been wonderful. It's been a life-changing discipline. So thanks for listening.